Now back to CRL.
Welcome back to CRL. Billy Gilman, our in-studio guest, talking about this brand new album. It is in stores called Music Through Heartsongs, and it's songs based upon poems written by Maddie J.T. Stepanek. I want to make sure I get that name right.
I say it wrong sometimes, you know, and they corrected me because, down at the MDA headquarters because I was named the National Youth Chairperson. So I had to do some, you know, promo things, and I kept saying Stepanek, but it is.
It's hard when you look at it the way it's spelled on the book or on the album.
Right,
yeah, it can be a little difficult.
Right.
Well, tell us about singing from Maddie's point of view. I think this might have been, from what I can tell, one of the big challenges in recording this album for you.
It was a challenge, you know. After I was, you know, done recording my voice, I was like, I could do a whole drama series and win an Oscar, you know, because it's easier on video because you don't have to portray the words strong. You can cry and everyone think it will be a sad scene, as opposed to recording in the studio. You have to milk it, you have to sell the lyrics, so people will think it's sad because they can't see you cry.
Speaking of selling the lyrics and speaking of crying, there was one song that Maddie wrote about his older brother, Jamie, who had passed away from this disease, and it's called It Happened Anyway. And I defy anybody to listen through the song without just tearing. I can't even talk about it without tearing up, but boy, you sing that song and take us right there with you.
Thank you.
How was that? Was that pretty emotional for you to
It was
sing
tough,
something like that?
and there's another song on the album called Possession, and it's Without the Fear of It, and you'll hear it when the album comes out. And you know, it got me depressed. You know, sometimes we'd have to change the subject and go to a fun song or something, because, you know, I'd get so in the moment and so depressed and so sad.
I was going to ask you, was it affected? I mean, were you affected? Do you see things differently now that you've read all these books? And
I
all these
do.
poems?
You know, I complain, you know, about my voice. Why isn't it there? Why, you know, because I'm going through the voice change, you know. But compared to Maddie's problems, you
kind
know,
of puts things in perspective.
Perspective, you know, keeps you on the ground and says, so what? It'll level out. It'll go back, you know. So.
Well, let's talk about you, man. Now, you've been on every TV show, from Oprah to Larry King to the Today Show. What have you enjoyed the most in your career so far? And it's still a very young career.
Yes. You know, just live performances, you know. There's nothing like a live performance. Being in control of the band, you know, hearing the audience scream. You know, it's just a great feeling.
Do you have a favorite memory from being on stage, from performing so far?
Well, there was a memory, I'll never forget it.
For better or for worse.
For better or for worse, I'll never forget it. And kind of for, you know, it was like in the middle of For Better or For Worse, right in the middle leaning towards For Worse. But we were in Milwaukee, this great big state, like a big fair, huge show. And all of a sudden I saw this thing fly up on stage, and it was a training bra.
Oh, you're kidding me. Somebody's throwing training bras.
So that was a moment you can never forget. And,
did you keep it?
No.
No. Somebody probably came and got it back or wanted you to autograph it or something like that.
But you know, it's just, you never know what, you know, and you never know what fans will do, you know. So,
it gets kind of crazy up there.
It gets kind of
But
crazy.
you're enjoying it. You seem like you're having a blast.
Yeah, I'm having a blast.
Let's talk about rapid fire. This is something I love to do with you guys before you leave. Get to know you a little bit better. TV show that you can't miss.
Oh, I love the game shows and all that, but I have to say, Everyone Loves Raymond. I love that show.
Isn't it great?
It's hysterical.
I like that one too. Last movie you saw?
Chicago.
Really?
Chicago.
Like that?
Oh, the score and the dancing and the.
Who'd you like better, Catherine Zeta-Jones or Renee?
They each had an individual part in it, and they did it great.
Favorite food?
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I'm with you on that one.
Oh,
we have to rent videos and have to take,
you know.
and the macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And music that you're listening to right now. Favorite CD that's in a CD player for you?
Well, I have a disc changer, so the 5 CDs that are in my thing right now are Tim McGraw, this new song from one of the guys in NSYNC, JC, the guy. That's a great, great musically. You know, the background vocals are great. Let's see who is in it right now. I haven't been home.
Well, that's good. Those two are good. From Tim McGraw to NSYNC, you're pretty diverse.
I'm
like
pretty
that
diverse,
kind of eclectic taste.
Yeah.
We've got somebody standing by on the phone right now. Caitlin in Knoxville. I know she's a big fan of yours, and she's been waiting to talk to you. Caitlin, say hey to Billy Gilman.
Hey.
Hi, Caitlin. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Caitlin, do you have a question or a comment for Billy? Like to say something to Billy?
Yeah. You were going to come to Dollywood last year.
Yes.
Are you going to be down here again sometime?
I hope so. We're going to, hopefully, in the fall or next year, we're going to be starting to tour again, and hopefully we'll catch there soon. We'll go by there soon.
So look forward to that. Billy coming to Dollywood. And I guess you could probably jump on your website and find that out, right?
Yeah.
So, Caitlin, be sure to check Billy's website for that info, okay?
Okay.
Would you like to see a video?
Yeah, can you play one voice?
We'll do it for you. Remember doing this
Caitlin.
one? Gosh, Billy, this was a few years ago.
It was.
Huh?
Yeah,
3 years ago.
It was a hot day, too. We were on a bus with screaming kids, you know. It was fun. It was
It's a great one. This is one that put you on the map. Let's take a look. Billy Gilman, It's One Voice.